the CDP market has always been highly fragmented and ridiculously wide. I mean, we started out in 2018 with like 2 categories of vendors. We now have 7 categories of vendors with subcategories and so forth. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It just indicates that there's a number of different services going on under the rubric of CDP. So, of course, as a buyer, you need to be very careful about that. But it's also led to a little bit of a mixed up kind of market. And some of this is definitional, that we've never been able as a community to define exactly what it means. I think a lot of the default definitions are often, well, this is the definitive marketing database, in which case almost any MarTech tool can claim to be a CDP, and a lot of them do. But at Real Story Group now, we're kind of projecting ahead. Where is this all going, and what does it mean for you, the MarTech leader? And I think the term CDP still matters, but what's mattering even more as we look forward is your kind of broader customer data ecosystem, where there's a broad range of capabilities from data ingest to processing, unification, and of course, activation, leverage, and so forth. And in that context, though, we're always going to need a business managed space or platform for marketing and other DX, CX leaders to actually activate that data, often based on triggers and increasingly in real time or near real time. And I think that gets lost in the debate around architecture right now. And it remains clear that packaged CDPs is still a good way to do that, to provide those business services, but although they're not always the best way for you. What this also means is that someone needs to tease out what is essentially a logical data mart of actionable attributes for that business leverage. This is likely to be actually a rather small subset of your overall customer data. This work is hard. It needs to get done regardless of your architecture. What this also means, though, is that a CDP or whatever you're using for business managed leverage, it's not the place where you're going to be doing a lot of AI in the future, at least not a lot of insights AI. You may be doing some decisioning AI in a CDP, but remember, a CDP is just a subset of your customer data, and AI really wants to work on the broader superset. So CDPs still have a role, however you define them, in the future stack. That role is going to be downstream from your larger customer 360 data store, and it's really more about leverage and decisioning and less about heavy-duty processing, including most AI services.